Welcome to the Daily Record Spin. I'm your host, Jimmy Clements. Joining me today, as always, is my little brother and the co-host of this show, Danny Oki. Danny, how you doing today, man? You surviving snowpocalypse and the winter nightmare of the Midwest?
Just barely. We were actually on a trip to Savannah, Georgia when all this was about to hit, and we were supposed to be there until Sunday morning, and our flight got canceled for Sunday, like way ahead of time. They were just predicting, fuck this, we're not flying that day because all the snow's supposed to come. So in a crazy string of events, we were able to get on a late night flight on Saturday. Got home a little bit early, thank God, because we were literally the one and only flight that arrived into Indianapolis that night. The rest of the airport was a dead zone. No one was there. So
That's
I don't know
crazy.
how, by the grace of God, we got there. Yeah, the snow sucked. It took us like 2 hours to shovel last night, which was, super fun. I can't stand this kind of weather, but we're getting through it.
But I can't say I've ever missed winter once.
Yeah.
Since moving to California. So
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either if I were you.
It is 65 and sunny here. Will be
I don't
all
wanna hear
week. So
You can keep that
I'm
to
doing
yourself.
great. It's a little bit chilly in the morning at like a brisk 48 to 49 degrees.
Oh,
So-
wow. How freezing. It's 3 here. 3. Next question.
Sometimes there aren't that many perks about living in LA versus, somewhere like Indianapolis, but I have to rub it in when it's the obvious one, which is why everyone moves here.
good.
Yeah.
Yep. I get it.
Yeah, we're here today to talk about the Grammys. We're going to be predicting a lot of the awards, definitely in our wheelhouse. So we'll be hitting the major categories and also the pop categories, a little bit of rock, and some other scattered ones we feel like we have any ability to talk about. We're definitely not like rap heads or R&B aficionados, so we probably won't be touching those categories other than being like, go our people that we like. But yeah, the Grammys are Monday night, Sunday night. Which one?
Sunday night.
Sunday night. They used to be Mondays, right?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, I guess, but aren't all award shows Sunday night?
I thought the Grammys used to be on Mondays, or maybe that's the Emmys.
Oh.
One of them's on
I don't
Mondays
know.
because they like to be contrarian, but
That's dumb. I mean, it's dumb to have it on a Sunday night too. I hate that as well.
It's definitely Sunday night.
So, yes.
Okay. It's a good window though, because it's in between the NFC and AFC championship games and the Super Bowl. So it's really the perfect weekend because there's nothing happening Sunday night.
Right.
So good move by the Grammys. Interesting field this year. We'll get to that in just a second. But first, we want to talk about a little bit of music news that happened since our last episode.
Yeah.
So we were supposed to go live with it on Thursday morning. Ended up being a little bit delayed. We dropped on Monday. And as a result of that, we kind of like missed this Harry Styles news that came out. So
yes,
Harry Styles officially announced his 4th studio album, which, do you want to comment on the title here?
I can't just say it. I hate this title
Kiss
so
all
much.
the time, disco occasionally.
It's a dumb fucking title.
I love it. I don't understand the hate. I think it's very fun. It's super unserious, which I like,
It's just like could not roll off the tongue less. Like I'll never remember the name of this album because it is so clunky. Drives me crazy. But
it could have just been called Kiss All the Time. I feel like that would have been a little bit easier.
I agree. Yeah.
But, based on the title, it's going to be disco inspired. So that's exciting.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I have not
listened
to the first single yet, which is embarrassing as I co-host a music talk podcast. And one of like the 5 biggest artists in the world just dropped a song. And I failed to listen to it, but I'm also having a baby and everything is crazy in my life right now. So
I guess that's fair.
Why don't you talk about Aperture, his first single from this album?
I love Aperture. I think it's excellent. I'm seeing a lot of mixed things online, as I expected. I mean, you can't be someone at Harry Styles' caliber and not have people thinking that you're the worst musician that's ever been alive. Just goes with the territory. But I think it's great. It's super not radio friendly. It's not hooky at all. It's pretty abstract. There's not really a whole lot of structure going on, but the production from Kid Harpoon is like next level awesome. There's definitely like, you know, some 90s club inspiration, definitely some LCD sound system inspiration, that kind of thing. It's not reading disco to me at all. It's definitely the most electronic he's ever gone, which, you know, I'm super into electronic right now, you know, when it kind of incorporates with pop. So that was really cool. And yeah, I think he sounds cool. His vocal is really kind of distorted and kind of in the mix, not really very upfront, which normally that kind of stuff bothers me, but I don't know. The way it's layered with the production is awesome. I think it's great. It has made me much more excited for the album. He's someone who I could have seen myself getting really bored of in this part of his career, just because like Harry's House hasn't, I don't know about you, hasn't aged incredibly well with me. It's not something I return to very often.
I agree with that.
I felt myself entering this era that if he didn't change things up, I would have gotten bored.
Yeah. Funny enough, so I loved Harry's House when it came out. I haven't listened to it as much lately. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like Fine Line I didn't like as much when it came out, and now I think that one.
And now you're into it. That's my exact feelings. Yep. Harry's House was much more immediate to me and has aged not as well in the long run, but I have grown very fond of Fine Line in the wake of that album. So that's interesting. Yeah. Anyways, so Aperture I think is great. I'm excited to hear more. It definitely feels like it's something that is going to make more sense in the context of the album. If I had one critique on it, it's that it's very long. It's like 5 minutes long, and I don't think it earns every minute of runtime. But again, in the context of the album, I think it could work.
Cool.
So we'll see.
Exciting.
We had some more announcements as well, other than the Harry Styles album. Ray is dropping her second studio album with another title that I just don't care for. What is it called?
Remind me, I saw this.
This music may contain hope. Like, do better. Like, name your album something that I can say, like, and recall. Oh my God, it just drives me crazy. Album cover, however, very cool. Very, very cool. James Blake announced his next album titled Trying Times. He's someone that I've always respected a lot. I like his music. And then Arlo Parks announced a new album entitled Ambiguous Desire, and Holly Humberstone announced her album for April 10th, Cruel World. So we got quite a few announcements just within the past week. So
right. No
it's coming.
OR3 yet, but you know.
Not yet.
Probably May now. It's feeling like May.
I was gonna say Harry took Q1, so I'm assuming
Olivia
will take the summer.
It's boys. Yeah, and Bruno. Boys Q1. Okay.
Yep. Let's let the men have their moment. It's not gonna last long, and then the ladies can come back and save pop music. Thank you, ladies.
What is the over/under on top 10 albums on your list at the end of the year that are performed by men?
Like, how many do I think are going to be on there?
Yeah. Like, the over/under is like the line you set it at. And if you go over or under that, that's the betting line, right?
My track record tells me like 3 is like max.
Sure. So like the over/under is 2.5.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. That's probably how I feel too. Watch this year be the year that surprises us. Maybe the men actually do something this year.
We'll see.
The only thing men are doing right now is like killing on, American citizens in the street.
Yeah, we really should take a moment to say that it does feel kind of silly to talk about all this right now when the world is quite literally ending, and we are basically, in my eyes, on the brink of a civil war in this country. At least that's what it feels like.
Well, yes.
So call your senators, please, for the love of God. Call your senators, email your senators, tell them to disband ICE. Tell them to impeach this fucker in office. I've quite frankly had enough. I've been on a media hiatus this entire year so far because I just needed it for my mental health, and this has unfortunately shaken me back into it, and the amount of doom scrolling I've done in the past 48 hours is ungodly. So please, we need to do something about this. I've had it.
A federal police force wearing masks, killing people in the streets is not something you expect in the United States. And yet we shouldn't be standing for it. So
Yep.
if they want me to pay my taxes this year, they're going to need to disband ICE. That's all I have thoughts about.
So if you agree, please get involved. And unfortunately, the only ways we really have access to right now are calling our senators and protesting. So if it is safe for you to do so, to protest, and it is warm enough, that's been my issue.
Hey,
can't get out of the house.
Minneapolis said, fuck it.
That is true.
We're going to stand outside negative weather.
They are built different over there, let me tell you.
They are.
So anyways, yeah, just know that all of this feels very trivial in retrospect, but we got to find ways to escape, I guess.
Yep, we do.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask, have you listened to any music that you've been responding to? And the answer is probably no, because baby.
Yeah,
I will give you the floor.
Sadly, I've just been listening to like random playlists on Spotify as like a vibe. I'm in like it's wintry, so I'm like into like indie folk right now. Nice. I'm just like listening to indie folk playlists. Nothing like, wow, this really moved me. But it's kind of the vibe right now. Yeah, vibes. Not really listening to full projects at the moment, but how about you?
Vibes is the move for winter. I'm now 7 albums in. My goal for this year is like 125. That's my goal. 125, 130. Woo. 7 albums in. Nothing so far from this year has really grabbed my attention. I listened to the A$AP Rocky, felt nothing.
I do actually want to listen to that, but
you might like it more than I did. I listened to the Madison Beer album as expected, felt nothing.
Okay.
And the Kid Laroi album, although had some nice moments musically, was really a giant cringe fest for the most part lyrically. Cool. So it was very hard to get through. Listen to the Ari Lennox album. That actually, quite a bit of that I did like. I will say. Overall, as an album, it wasn't my favorite, but there were a lot of standout moments for me. The real standouts recently are I listened finally to Madonna's Ray of Light in full. I had never actually listened to the full album. I've heard pieces of it and obviously know the cultural and musical impact that album has had, especially on modern day pop music. But realized as I was thinking about it that I had never actually done a deep dive on the entire project. And wow, it's everything people say it is and more. It is
nice. Quite
the statement for a main pop artist to be doing something like that. It was cool. Really cool. And I was at a record store in Savannah and decided to pick up behind me. You can't really see it. The Electric Lady by Janelle Monáe, which is an album that I also had never heard in full before.
Oh, really?
And loved it, especially like the first half of it. The first half was great. The second half loses me a little bit, but the only thing I knew from that was Dance Apocalyptic.
Yes.
I hadn't heard anything else from there, so loved it. Title track especially was probably my favorite.
It's a good one. I like that album a lot.
Yeah. Very, very good. So, that's what I've been listening to.
Neat. My education in pop albums from before our time is like non-existent. I've listened to a lot of classic rock albums, but pop is not one I know.
I'm really working on that. I'm trying to do more Madonna. Last year I started my Björk journey, which I'm loving. I really want to get into Kate Bush. I know she's a huge influential figure as well. So I have a lot of educating to do, but I'm definitely, that's actually probably, I thought about yesterday. I think my main focus this year is going to be really diving into past things. Obviously I'll still be connected to what's coming out, but I think that's going to be my primary focus this year.
I love that.
So, yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and get into the Grammy Awards and
let's do it.
predictions for those. So, interesting year for the Grammys. We feel like it's a pretty weak year across the board in terms of the nominees. A lot of the best projects from last year came out at the end. Like Rosalia is not here, which is right. I feel like if Rosalia was here, it would just make this a lot better across the board. Even the Geese album came out after the eligibility. So there's just a lot of stuff that I'm excited for Grammys next year, but this year's going to be an interesting show. Even the performers they've announced already are not like grabbing me.
Well, it's only Sabrina and the Best New Artist nominees so far, right?
Yeah.
That have been announced.
That's all that I've heard of.
Which I'm thrilled that they're bringing back the Best New Artist montage.
Are they doing the montage again?
Well, that's what it sounds like. Every single one.
I sure hope so. That was a truly inspired thing they did last year.
It really is going to suck because last year was probably the best ceremonies we've had in like 10 years.
Yeah.
And this year is not. It's not going to measure up, but it's only because there just isn't the same amount of material to work with as there was last time. But I do think that the Harvey Mason Jr. era of the Grammys is shaping up to really be a good one. So I think they'll still do a good job with the ceremony. They just have less to work with, unfortunately.
Yeah. Let's start with record of the year because it's the first one that gets listed by the Grammy Awards when you're going through the nominees. All right. So the nominees here are DTMF by Bad Bunny, Man-Child by Sabrina Carpenter, Anxiety by Doechii, Wildflower by Billie Eilish, Abracadabra by Lady Gaga, Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA, The Subway by Chappell Roan, and Apata by Rosé featuring Bruno Mars. Found out from a good friend who's very into K-pop.
Yeah.
That her stage name is Rosé, but she goes by Rosie with her friends. So to make this it's very murky. It's just
why you gotta do that to me? That's just obnoxious.
Isn't that just crazy? So Rosé is what I'm going to call her.
All right, we will be referring to her as Rosé. Great, sounds good.
What's your pick here? I just stared at this and went, I don't know.
So, two things. Number one, I did a who will win and who should win for everything. Or when I say should, like who I want to win personally.
I'll jump on that as well. I can do that off the dome.
Secondly, this general field is a shot in the dark. Every single one. The only one that to me like has a clear front runner is Best New Artist. Everything else is like, and even Best New Artist is a little dicey too. So
there's a strong 1B, I think. Like
there is.
I don't think it's 100%. Quite as competitive as last year, but it might.
No, it's not Sabrina Chappell, but there is two that are vying for it for sure. I think. This is a really tough one. I'm still going with my gut for who I think is going to take this. After I did extensive research this afternoon on Gold Derby and just some of the major publications that were posting their lists, a lot of people are favoring Gaga for this award, which is my spoiler alert, my who should win. Okay. I would love to see Abracadabra take this award home. I think it's a perfect contender for record of the year. But I just cannot for the life of me rule out Bruno Mars. That man has not lost a Grammy since before 2016. And so I think this is Apata's to lose.
Interesting. Okay. My gut is telling me Luther. The Academy is a lot different now. They really went after rap this year in a big way. 3 Album of the Year nominations.
Yep.
And I just kind of feel like in some fashion, the Kendrick train will keep rolling. The question is what categories and how often,
I'm pretty stumped on Kendrick. I'm pretty stumped on Kendrick this year because there are so many thoughts that I have. Number one is that a lot of rap was recognized in the big categories, and I guess not really in record and song. He's
not really in record, although Luther is a very only kind of a rap song.
Yeah, that is true. I just feel like, especially in the album of the year category, I kind of feel like this, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think his race is actually kind of over in album of the year. I think he's lost a lot of steam, and I think the other rap albums will probably split the votes. And I also, I think he won both record and song last year. I could see them trying to, this era of Grammys really loves spreading the wealth around. And I wonder if that will hurt him too, the fact that he won both of these last year. Okay. But if I had to pick a third, it's Luther. So,
all right. I will echo your Abracadabra should win.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like when I think record of the year, Abracadabra. Like that's it for me. So I would love it. And a lot of people are predicting it. So I guess we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen.
Gaga will not come home empty-handed during the show.
No, she has one at least. That's a complete lock, and we'll get there later. Yeah. I think least likely here is probably The Subway. That one feels like a huge long shot to me.
Yeah, although it's probably my second favorite song on this list after Abracadabra.
That's fair. I think as I look at all of the other contenders, I think that one is the least.
I don't see it. It's the only one not nominated for Song of the Year. So
yes,
this feels super unlikely. Just really surprised Daisies isn't here.
I am too.
That's probably the biggest huh? I'm not a big fan of that Justin Bieber album, but I liked that song a lot. And
and that song was big.
Really surprised.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I actually would not have been mad if that was here. Definitely would have been a more timely choice than Wildflower, which is still such a weird choice
Wildflower
to
is
me.
a weird choice, and Anxiety I just don't think is a real song. So
Yeah, agreed.
yeah, once again, we love Doechii. Anxiety, not so
love Doechii. Yeah.
All right,
Anyways.
Song of the Year. Let's go to that. We'll skip album for a second.
Yep.
I have a clear thought.
I also have a clear thought. This one is pretty. I don't want to say this is pretty cut and dry to me, but this one I think I feel of the 3 song record and album, this is the one I feel maybe most confident about.
Golden?
Golden? Yeah.
So yeah, Golden won the Golden Globe. It just got nominated for the Academy Awards for Best New Song.
Yeah.
I just think EJ is just gonna be on stage a lot in the next month or so.
Yeah, I feel that. I could possibly see a route for Bad Bunny here for DTMF. Sure. The songwriting in that song specifically gets a lot of praise amongst critics and fans alike. But the fact that this is, kind of in the opposite way that the Subway doesn't stand a chance because it's the only one not nominated for song. This is the only one not nominated for record.
Yeah.
And I think that actually could work out in its favor a little bit. I think it makes it stand out a little bit. And I think this could be like the Grammys like adopting K-pop moment, even though it's like kind of quasi K-pop, but still. Yeah, I think Golden to me feels the most likely here. With
respect to Luther, which did very well in the charts, Golden was the song of the year in terms of charting. Yeah. So
correct.
I think if the Grammys are smart, they'll get EJ on stage because it's a phenomenon and it's a great story. And you want to do that. You want to put the people that everyone are talking about on stage to get the award. But also it's a good way to honor like the music business, frankly. Like this was just such an unexpected phenomenon. And it's really crazy. I mean, like literally Sony made this movie, lost faith in it, and sold it to Netflix for pennies on the dollar. And it became a freaking global phenomenon. One of the biggest animated movies in years. And
I bet they're really kicking themselves for that.
They have to be. They have to be.
Yeah. Yep.
It's unacceptable, frankly.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this is also my should win, by the way. This is my will and should.
Definitely.
I would love to see this for that song. I love that song. It's so good.
Same. Okay, let's do Best New Artist.
Yeah.
So Olivia Dean, the front runner, right? Is that how we're feeling?
I think so.
Yes.
But I will say it's looking pretty split in the betting odds.
Addison
with her
Rae
and Leon.
Oh, Leon?
Were you about to say Addison Rae?
Yeah, she's been campaigning.
I know, but old girl doesn't stand a chance. It is between Olivia Dean and
interesting.
And Leon Thomas. 100%.
Oh, okay.
And it's Leon Thomas has a really good chance here because he's the only one nominated in one of the other big categories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and I think that he is kind of like the musician's musician pick.
Yes,
right?
He is.
Kind of a jack of all trades. He's got the voice. He knows music theory. He plays the instruments. Yeah. He's a songwriter. Like he feels to me like a really classic pick for this category. But then, it's hard to bet against Olivia Dean, who also has like a very Grammys kind of persona, the sultry voice from the UK. Is she from the UK? Or did I just make that up?
Olivia Dean, yeah.
Okay. She's writing kind of like quasi jazz music, but it's also really popular and mainstream. And her album blew up right during the voting period of this. I don't personally see a world where Olivia Dean is losing this.
I just think in the world of the old Academy, she is winning this 100 times out of 100.
Yeah.
With the new voting membership, I could see her not winning, but I still think there's enough people that are just like, adult contemporary pilled that they're just going to go for Olivia Dean.
Yeah, because her music is pretty adult contemporary pilled. Yeah. I think her album right now is the front runner for the 2027 Grammys.
Really?
I really do. Okay. Yeah, I really do. So
interesting.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. It could run out of steam by then, but as of recording, I could see her winning the Album of the Year award next year. Going back to Addison Rae, who is my should win pick because I love that bitch down.
I agree.
I love her. I don't I think she's going to have too much of an uphill battle getting out of the TikTok star thing.
Yeah.
I think she's going to have a hard time getting people to take her seriously. But I would love to see it. Yeah. I would love to see it. But I don't think that's probably possible. In fact, if I had to pick a third, I'd probably pick Somber.
No, he's dead after that controversy.
I don't know. Betting odds, a lot of people, including, I think one of the publications I read predicted him winning.
I don't see it.
So I don't know. We'll see. I think he's also. I can't
imagine women voting for him.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. I don't know how. The problem with the Grammys is like, who is voting for this shit?
Right. We don't actually know. We kind of know how many now, but we don't know who they are.
Right. Yeah. Well, they shoved that down our throats last year, didn't they? How many were in it? They kept saying over and over. No, but I just don't know what the voting body looks like. I don't know how in touch people are with the internet and the goings on of that Somber incident from a couple months ago. I just don't know. So who's to say?
Yeah, I should say it's not like a career ending one, but it's like I personally, as someone who had no stake in him, will not be listening to him because of what I saw in that video. So
he has one really great song.
Great. Congrats to him. He seems like a pedo. Moving on.
The only, if for whatever reason, Alex Warren wins this award, I will be turning off my TV and walking out of my house into the snow and burying myself in it.
I think that's a proper response.
I just, no part of me can allow that to happen.
We can mute the TV during the part where he sings during.
Yes. As soon
montage.
as soon as the opening chords of
Ordinary Play. Nope.
Yeah. As soon as the opening chords of Ordinary Play, I'm like, I would rather not listen to this secular Christian music. Thank you. Yes. I'll be waiting until Addison Rae
even secular?
comes out.
It is just obviously like a Christian music song.
Yeah, you're so right. It's literally
even the video is
contemporary Christian.
I haven't watched the video, but I have seen clips of it because it keeps showing up as the banner on Apple TV Plus.
Yep.
And telling me to listen to it on Apple Music. And I'm just like, this looks like
I won't be doing that.
Casting Crowns. Like, no shade on Casting Crowns. They're pretty good, actually. But
honestly, Casting Crowns better.
Probably, yeah. Well, probably. They're honestly like peak Christian music if we're going to. All right.
Oh, man.
Album of the year. Let's just talk about. Or do you want to end with that?
No, let's just do it. Let's dive right in.
So you think Kendrick's dead here, huh?
I kind of do. Going into this, when the nominations first came out, it was a 3-way race, right? It was Bad Bunny, Gaga, or Kendrick. And the more I sit with the vibes, I don't know what it is. I don't know that I can really explain it in an educational way. I just feel like he's not taking this. Okay. I think that it's between Bad Bunny and Gaga. That's just where I'm at. Where are you at?
My gut was telling me a GNX, but I didn't know this. Okay. So
again, this is just vibes. Like I just feel like his campaign is a little bit dead, and I think the fact that Clips is in here is really hurting him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's true.
I have my very clear who I want to win is Gaga. I think it's long time for her to pick up this award, just like it was Beyonce's last year. And so I do see a world in which they do the legacy thing and say, Gaga, here is your well-earned album of the year. It's been a long time coming. What I think probably should happen, and what I think is going to happen, is that Bad Bunny is going to take this award. I think it would look bad if Bad Bunny did not take home this award. And I say that because of the state of the world. And I think that it would be a really, really powerful statement to give this award to a Puerto Rican American, all Spanish language album in the wake of ICE. And I'm not saying that that's the only reason he should get it. I'm just saying that it is an excellent album. It was a commercial juggernaut and the most universally praised critical album on this list. So it is not an undeserving award by any stretch of the imagination. The cherry on top is that it is very timely. And I think it would be a huge moment for him to walk up on that stage and accept this award in the wake of what's happening and perform at the Super Bowl the next week. I think that would be huge.
I would love the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick by GNX. I think GNX wins this.
Okay.
And I think it should win. I think it's the best of these albums. Personally.
Okay. Yeah, it's not one that I don't think I'd be happy with GNX winning, only because it feels like a weird one for Kendrick to win on.
That's really the only argument against it for me.
Yeah. I just feel like he's had so many more like culturally relevant. I guess that's not the right way to put it. Maybe just more impactful albums than this.
I think he's had, I think Damn was probably a bigger commercial hit, and I think his first two were probably bigger artistic or critical darlings.
I think if he was gonna win, I wish it was something for like To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City,
which like sure, but rap wasn't respected the way it is now at that point in time. So like he's never had a true shot until now. So right. I don't know. I really like GNX. I would be happy if it won. Yeah. But I think honestly I would be happiest if like taking because I'm not really a big DTMF fan. I thought it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I would be happy for Bad Bunny if he won. I am very excited to see him on the Super Bowl the following week. But
me too.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure.
I'm not the biggest fan of DTMF either. There were a lot of moments on that I really liked, but as a whole, it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. I just think it would be a really great moment for the Grammys. Very, like I said earlier, very timely. I'm walking into the awards rooting for Gaga. Like that's Mother Monster.
100%.
Like so, I will be rooting for her. I just will not be. I will not be upset by any stretch of the imagination if Benito takes this.
Yeah. So, what is Gaga's path to winning this award? Does she have one? Because I'm torn.
I do think she has one. I really do. I think she has one. The fact that Abracadabra is in these nominations as heavily as it was, the fact that it premiered during the ceremonies last year, I think got a lot of eyes on her from the voting body. And I think that it's the clear pop standout. And pop historically for the Grammys is the genre, right? Yeah. That's what they gravitate towards most. And so I do think she has an avenue here, as well as the fact that this is quite possibly the last time we get a big pop moment from Lady Gaga in her career. And I think, whatever led Beyonce to that award last year is the route that Gaga can take this year. I really think so.
Beyonce's album was a country album by an R&B artist, though. So it's...
Yes, she had kind of the jack of all trades going for her with that. But overdue. I just mean, that's it. Overdue. That's what I mean.
So I guess where I'm torn now is, did they do the overdue thing 2 years in a row? Because it felt obvious to do it for Beyonce because she was overdue and it was an insanely great album.
Right.
I think there's less of an argument that Mayhem is an insanely great album. I think it's a good album. And I think Lady Gaga is an incredible performer and deserves a lot of love. I'm just not sure. But again, it's hard to know when you don't know who these people are that are voting. It just feels weird. It's like, I'm trying to imagine, like, I think record executives and stuff would vote for her. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the songwriting branch will, or like, assuming there is like that group of people, or
I could see the producer and engineering branch go for this album.
That's true, because it is produced by the artist too, which is pretty cool.
Right, and it's just like it sounds so lush production wise, and it's not like she's just really staying in her lane on this album. Yeah, of course it's like pretty classic Gaga, but like she's doing the Prince thing, she's doing the Bowie thing, she's doing the Michael Jackson thing. Like she's incorporating a lot of musical stylings that the Recording Academy literally foams at the mouth over, right? Like those three artists that I just named are like, how much more Grammys bait can you get than that, right? Sure. So I do think she has a route, and I do think she has the second best route. I think if I'm ranking the three, it's Bad Bunny at the top, Gaga second, Kendrick third. That's what my gut is telling me at this moment. I I think the pop heads are a lot more likely to coalesce around Gaga than they are Sabrina. And
I don't think Sabrina's got a shot in this category.
No, me neither. But I think the rap heads are, we have three routes here. We have like the educated man's rap, which is like Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
But that's also kind of Tyler, right?
Well,
that's maybe a little bit more in the alternative realm, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you've got like the really classic rap heads are going to Clips.
Yeah.
Right. So, but that's all one voting body, right? That's just preference getting split three different ways. Whereas pop pretty much are all going to go for Gaga. Point. And for the first time ever, all of the Latin Grammy voters are now part of the main Grammy body. So I think that's going to be an unstoppable driving force for Bad Bunny this year. That's where I'm going. I'm locking that in.
All right, so you're officially predicting David Ramos photos.
I am. Yep, I'm staking my claim now.
All right, I'm going to switch mine just for fun. I'll predict Mayhem.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
So one of us has to pick Mayhem, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
But if GNX wins, I will be this surprised.
Yeah.
So this is a 0. I'm showing a 0 for those not watching on video. Okay.
All right.
Let's get into
the pop categories.
Yeah. We can get back to producer and songwriter later.
Cool.
Let's start with pop solo performance.
This one feels really clear to me.
Yeah. So the nominees here are Daisies by Justin Bieber, Man Child, Sabrina Carpenter, Disease by Lady Gaga, The Subway by Chappell Roan, and Messy by Lola Young. Love to see that one there.
Yeah, me too.
Who's winning this?
I think Man-Child has us in the bag.
Yeah, this is Man-Child's
award. This is the Sabrina
Man-Child award.
Yeah. Yes. This is where Sabrina gets on stage for the night, other than her performance. The interesting thing about this category is if Gaga's team had submitted Abracadabra for this award rather than Disease, I think it would be such a clear winner.
I think
Abracadabra. Choice. So it's in dance pop recording, right? So right. I wonder if Gaga's team was just like, we feel like she has a better chance in dance pop than in pop solo, but I think she would win either one. So I don't know why
probably
they made that choice.
Because I assume you Sabrina.
They do. They really do. So I think my pick for who will and who should win is Sabrina in this category.
I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Bieber wins though.
I don't get the vibe that he's going to get any love. This
probably not. I think he's alienated a lot of people in the music industry lately.
Me too.
That's my concern with him.
I'm just getting that vibe. I'm getting the vibe that he got in here because his name is Justin Bieber. But
sure. And Daisy's is a really good song that could have been nominated for Record of the Year. Yes.
To be fair, it is a good song. You're right. Yeah. I just don't think he has the backing right now to really win any of these major awards, personally.
If Chappell wins this award over Sabrina, how mad do you think Sabrina Carpenter will be?
I don't think she'll be very mad. I will be mad, personally. I like the Subway well a way enough.
Better song than Man-Child.
I like it well enough, but it has not stuck with me in any meaningful way. And plus, I like Chappell less and less each day. So
you gotta check yourself on that. I really don't understand what's going on there.
I have such Chappell beef.
I don't know what it is as a person, but she's not a bad person. I don't. She's just a lot.
I plead the fifth. The fifth.
All right.
I don't get a good vibe from her, but I do think that despite Chappell having won Best New Artist last year, moving forward, I do see the Grammys kind of adopting Chappell as the spearhead of pop moving forward. I think she's kind of...
I could see that, but she's
who they're going to lean on.
She'll have to start putting out more albums. Because...
Sabrina?
No, Chappell. I'm saying.
I'm saying I think they're going to be adopting Sabrina as like the pop darling of her class.
Yeah. Not Chappell. I thought you were saying Sabrina or Chappell. My bad.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I think it's going to be Sabrina moving forward. I think Sabrina is more willing to be molded in their image.
Maybe. I also see them really loving Olivia Rodrigo going forward. So
She just has not gotten a whole lot of love in that body.
We'll see. Well,
she really hasn't.
Wait till OR3.
I listen. I would love to see it. I'm just saying historically, they've overlooked that girl pretty hard, and so far they're really loving Sabrina Carpenter. So I think that's who they're going to kind of adopt from that class of pop. Even though I think it should be Olivia, but
I see that.
Yeah.
Best pop duo group performance. The nominees are Defying Gravity from the film Wicked.
Just still can't get over it.
Golden from the film K-pop Demon Hunters. So 2 for 2 on songs from movies in this category. Number 3, Gabriella by Cat's Eye. Really nominee.
Really.
Apate, the one that's nominated for record and song of the year. And 30 for 30, SZA featuring Kendrick Lamar. What do you think?
I don't know why they went for 30 for 30. Seems so odd to me. Apata.
Yeah. This is the one where they do that thing where it's like Golden beats Apata for song of the year, even though Apata beats Golden in its own category.
I think this is
all the time.
I think this is a shoo-in. I think Golden should take it, but I do think I really hate Apata.
I really hate Bruno Mars.
I hate that fucking song. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just like can't. I've been watching this show for too long to ever say that Bruno Mars is going to lose.
Damn, next year at the Grammys, we're going to get Rosalia, Harry Styles, Bruno Mars, Olivia Rodrigo.
And Olivia Dean.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's gonna be a competitive year.
This is such a nothing year in between two incredible years.
It really is. And I'm not even really confident that they're going to award Rosalia. Like, I think they'd be dumb as shit.
She'll get a gajillion nominations. We'll see how many she actually wins.
I really don't know. It's so hard to predict with non-English music. It's really hard to predict.
I think with the new Latin body, that they will be fine.
Maybe.
And the music heads love Lux.
100%. But she's also Spanish. She's not from Latin America.
I know. I'm not worried.
You know what I mean?
I'm not worried.
I'm a little worried because she does not have the same cultural cachet that Bad Bunny does. So,
okay, but she will get nominated for everywhere because the most famous people in the world have talked about how much they love her album. So,
like I said, I've been watching this show for way too goddamn long.
I know
to say anything for certain.
I just think it's a different academy now, and we have to operate under that.
It is.
I've been going through that with the Oscars for because ever since Oscars So White, they've changed so much of the membership that it's every year it gets more and more confusing about what they're going to do. And so it's so hard. You just have to accept the new, state of play, I guess.
Yeah. It's also hard.
I understand your concerns.
The skeptics, I have to be a skeptic about it. Otherwise I'll be disappointed. So it also came out late 2025, and sometimes those projects get forgotten by the time nominations roll out.
Yeah, but so did Olivia Dean, so...
Right. Yeah. Who's to say? I would love to see it. I hope Rosalie gets all the nominations. That's what I will say.
All I know is Geese is going to win every rock award next year.
Yeah, correct. No one else should no one else should even release music because everything will go to Geese. Don't bother. All
right. Okay, so Apate wins that. Who should win that award? Golden? Yes.
Golden, easily.
Yeah, of course. All right.
Although, can I please for a second say that I really do like Gabriella? I'm so sorry. I do.
No,
really like
I don't know that song. So congrats.
Cat's Eye has one good song, and it's called Gabriella. So
cool. I'll care about them when they actually have an album.
Yeah. Have you heard Internet Girl yet?
No.
Go listen.
Is it good?
It's horrible. Their team is absolutely killing their career. It's really sad to see.
No one has ever felt more of an industry plant to me than Cat's Eye, and I know that is a meaningless phrase, but
it is a meaningless phrase. But
actually though,
go watch Popstar Academy, and they are quite literally an industry plant.
Yeah,
it was literally a training camp to make that group.
But it's this is how K-pop has worked,
which is the K-pop.
Years.
Yeah, that's the K-pop model, right?
And it does work for them.
It does. And I think Cat's Eye is extraordinarily talented. I think those girls have a lot to offer. I think their songwriters and their team are absolutely killing them. And it sucks to watch.
Yeah. Philosophically,
really
I do understand it to a point. It is a bit like sports where it's you got to get in the best league and then you want to be one of the best players in the best league. Mm-hmm. That's how they approach music. Ultimately, I don't really think that's how art should work, but
right.
Right. We got Blackpink
I think
out of it, so that's cool.
there's a couple girls in that group that are songwriters, like really talented songwriters, and I don't know why they're not utilizing them. It's very confusing to me. I don't know. It's like they're trying to do the K-pop thing here, but like the Western audience is very different. You know, as we've discussed on this podcast many times, people right now really, really care about artists being involved in the creative process. And it's just anyone with eyes can tell that these girls are not involved in the creative process. And so we feel a detachment from them in the music, despite really liking them. I just think eventually they're going to have to figure that out. Otherwise they're going to flop.
Toast. Okay. Best pop vocal album. The nominees are Swag by Biebs, Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter, Something Beautiful, yay, glad to see that here, by Miley Cyrus.
Yes,
Mayhem by Lady Gaga, and I've Tried Everything But Therapy Part 2 by Teddy Swims. You know, a Teddy Swims song came on today on my playlist, and I liked it.
Was it Lose Control?
It was not Lose Control. It was a different one.
Oh,
I know Lose Control.
Yeah. You'd have to live under a rock to know to Lose Control. I think this is going to Teddy Swims.
Interesting.
Easily.
To who? Teddy Swims?
Teddy Swims.
Definitely.
Totally. Mayhem should and will win this award next.
I think yes. However, this could also be the Sabrina Carpenter Award. So
it could. I just don't see it.
I don't either. All right.
I don't see it.
I fully agree that Mayhem can and should and will win. Okay. Best dance. No, we're skipping that one. Best dance pop recording. Are we doing that one?
Yes.
Okay. Best dance pop recording. The nominees are Abracadabra and some other songs. Abracadabra will win that award.
I'm reading the nominee. This is my favorite category of the whole fucking night. So I'm going to read every single goddamn one. Bluest Flame by Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Midnight Sun by Zara Larsson. Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae. And Illegal by Pink Panthers. This category is stacked. Literally like some of my favorite music of the whole year is in this category. It's just crazy. Okay, here's what I will say. Abracadabra, if Gaga is winning no awards for the rest of the night, she will at least win this one. This is a shoo-in. As it should be. However, would I cry if I watched Zara Larsson walk on stage to accept a Grammy Award? Probably. Yes. Because as she is having her moment right now, I just have grown very, very fond of her as a person and as a performer.
Really liking her politics. To see that. Happy for that.
Yes. 100%. She's having a huge moment with Lush Life right now, a song from 2017. Crazy how the internet does that these days. I just am very happy for her escaping the Kia asylum. Congratulations to her. And I would love to see it. However, I do know that this is Gaga's award. That's what I will say.
Yes.
And I do think it should win as well.
Also should mention Illegal, also a bop. Congrats.
Incredible.
For making
incredible
TikTok's most memeable song of the year.
I also even really like Bluest Flame. That's also a good song.
It's not bad.
That Selena album was utter hot garbage, but that song is good.
Also, my other take is that like every song on the F1 soundtrack is good. So,
by the way, watch that on the plane. 10 out of 10. Loved every second of that movie. Incredible.
It's getting a lot of hate as like a bad Best Picture nominee. I don't see that. I've liked all of the Best Picture nominees I've seen this year. F1's like in the middle for me. It's like certainly not bad. There have been way worse Best Picture nominees even in the last 5 years. So that's so fair. I loved it. I thought it was great. I was very emotionally invested. Brad Pitt, hot, really, really hot. Like some of the hottest I've seen him in a while. I just love, very side tangent here, I love that Brad Pitt just like seemingly has done nothing to his face. Like, thank you for just like letting yourself age. I agree.
Bradley Cooper, please take notes.
Yes.
Please.
Oh boy.
You were looking busted as hell with all that filler.
Honestly, like every celebrity right now, it's seemingly.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's really bad. Something bad is happening in Hollywood. I hate it. It's really gross.
I completely agree.
We just watched People We Meet on Vacation. Have you seen this yet on Netflix?
No, but it looks cute.
Fabulous rom-com. Really great.
That's the one with Snow, right? President Snow.
Yeah. Sarah has read all of the Emily Henry books, so this is like the first one that got adapted. And people are saying this about the lead actress in that movie, Emily Bader. She's wonderful, and everyone's like, "Please don't touch your face; it's so expressive." Don't do it! Don't do it!
Literally, people need to stop touching their face. Please.
I know. Emma Stone. That one really broke me.
It's a real bummer. It's a real bummer. Yeah, it's very sad.
Anyways,
Hollywood, stop looking busted. dissolve your filler.
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on.
Best dance electronic album. I did predict this one.
Yes, I did not, but I will on the fly.
So, nominees: Eusexual by FKA Twigs, one of Danny's favorite of the year. 10 Days, Fred Again. Fancy That by Pink Pantheress. Inhale, Exhale by Rufus Du Sol. And then F You, Skrillex, You Think You're Andy Warhol, but You're Not, Heart Emoji by Skrillex, which is a great title.
Now, talk about a title that does not roll off the tongue, but is awesome.
Yeah, that's Skrillex. There is a line.
Awesome.
There is a line.
There is a line. Not like, Kiss Me.
I know it's not an
disco
album.
Sometimes.
Kiss all the time, disco occasionally.
It's
not that hard to remember.
It is.
It's a bit like, for a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic, which I know is not the name of the album. It's the first song on Riot, but that's another good one. It's long. I have it.
Yes.
Or like a lot of the Fall Out Boy songs titles were like fun like this.
Or like A Touch of the Beat gets you up on your feet, gets you on, and then to the sun.
Great album title.
I remember that.
For the head.
Anyways, this one actually, I want to hear your thoughts first, but I'm actually having a hard time predicting this one, and I'll tell you why here in a second. But what are you predicting?
My gut tells me Pink Pantheress wins this because everyone loved that album this year. My lizard brain tells me it's Fred Again. So what are your thoughts here?
So I feel like a lot of people have an avenue. I heard for the first time today, I was listening to Pop Pantheon. Shout out Pop Pantheon. I'm a patron on Patreon. Love them. They said that Skrillex is the record holder for this award. Like he has the most wins in this category.
That makes sense because dubstep was like him. That was the whole genre for a while.
Correct. Yeah. So I could see that just being like a give it to Skrillex again. And I have heard good things about that album as well. Fred Again is super buzzy right now. Like I feel like the electronic heads love Fred Again. Huge blind spot for me. I have not listened to a lot of his music.
So I haven't either, but he's like very famous for having some of the best live shows in the entire industry right now.
Yes. So
I think
super
incredible with fans. Yeah.
I think he has a route. I agree with you that I think Pink Pantheress has the widest reach. But at the same time, like this is a genre category, so only people in the genre are voting.
Yeah.
So I think if I had to stake a claim, I'd probably go with History and go Skrillex. I don't think FKA Twigs has a chance here. She's never won a Grammy, and she just feels too out there for that.
Yeah, she might have. If it wasn't a genre category, she might have more of a chance. But
yeah.
I don't think she's historically been in that space. So
yeah, I don't know that the Grammys really take her seriously yet. So I don't know.
She dated Matty Healy, so that's tough. Although they did give Taylor Swift 8,000 Grammys, so
right.
But it was brief, and then she left him. So
I think I will say should win Eusexual, will win Skrillex. That's what I'm
great.
Ready.
I'll say will win Pink Pantheress, should win Pink Pantheress. I have not listened to most of these.
That's super
fair. Rock? Should we get to rock, or should we briefly detour back to songwriter and producer?
No, we can do rock because I have very little thoughts about the rock categories.
All right.
So you can kind of zoom through them.
Cool. Best rock performance.
Not familiar.
Yeah. Best rock performance. You should not be doing that. Amel and the Sniffers. Tough. Don't know them. The Emptiness Machine, Linkin Park, Never Enough by Turnstile, Mirtazapine by our girl Hayley Williams, and Changes Back to the Beginning from Youngblood. I think the Emptiness Machine wins this.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. That's my gut.
I could see it. Them just being like, "Yay, Linkin Park is back." Yeah.
This feels like a fun way to get them on stage.
I predicted Turnstile. I feel like Turnstile had a really big year, and I think Never Enough, the track, did a lot of the heavy lifting for them. So that's what I predicted. Although Youngblood also seems to be kind of one of those early Grammy adoptees.
Yes.
So
we are on very similar wavelengths, which I'll get to in a second.
Yeah. So I could see a path for Youngblood. My should win should come as no surprise as Mirtazapine.
It's obviously Mirtazapine. Yeah.
But I do think she will lose this one. So my guess is either Turnstile or Youngblood.
Of all the Hayley Williams categories she's nominated in, this is the least likely to me that she wins.
Completely agree.
Yeah, I love the Emptiness Machine, so I want that to win, and I think it will.
I love that song too.
I don't know if this will. It probably won't be part of the telecast, so I guess you won't be getting them on stage. But it'd be a cool moment.
Yeah. It would be.
Okay. I skipped metal performance. I just don't know anything. So
yeah, same.
Best rock song, the nominees are As Alive as You Need Me to Be, Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. I believe this is the song that was featured in the new Tron movie. Saw a lot of songs from films this year in these nominees.
Okay. Cool.
Caramel by Vessel.
By Sleep Token. Isn't it by Sleep Token?
Oh, it is Sleep Token. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Oh, it's the songwriters are listed first here.
Yes. Yeah. So the first one is 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. Caramel by Sleep Token, Glum by Hayley Williams, Never Enough by Turnstile, and Zombie by Youngblood. This is where I picked Never Enough. I think Never Enough wins this.
Okay. I'm going out on a limb with my girl Hayley. I think Glum could take this.
You think Glum? Okay.
I think it could. I don't know that it will, but I think it could. So I'm going with it.
It's a could for me. It's a could.
Yeah.
I think she will have a harder time in the rock categories than the alternative categories.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Okay, so best rock album then. We have my screen is freezing on me, so that's fun.
I got you. It's Private Music by Deftones, I Quit by Haim, From Zero by Linkin Park, Never Enough by Turnstile, and Idols by Youngblood.
Okay. What's your thought here?
My should win. My favorite of these is I Quit.
Okay.
I think that if I saw one rock album that got just a fuck ton of buzz and a fuck ton of critical praise last year, it was that Deftones record. I think that's the clear winner.
Oh, Private Music. This is where I went with the Youngblood because I think he gets one of these, and I'm not sure what, but album felt like a good spot.
Okay. People raved about that Deftones record.
Okay, you're probably correct. I should check that out because I've heard them before, and I do like them.
Okay. I'm actually surprised you didn't listen to it. It got quite a bit of buzz.
I weirdly didn't hear about it.
Feels like your jam. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's a good category though. That's a good group of nominees.
It is.
The Turnstile record wasn't for me, but I'm happy for them.
Agreed.
Okay, best alternative music performance. We have Everything Is Peaceful Love by Bon Iver, Alone by The Cure, Seeing Stars by Turnstile, Manjitu by Wet Leg. I believe that's how you say that. Or Manjitu. And Parachute by Hayley Williams, which is obviously your favorite song of last year.
Yes.
What do we think happens here?
I think she could take it. I think Parachute is the winner here.
I do too.
I think Bon Iver could be a thorn in her side in the alt categories, but I do think that she could take this.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I believe she will take this one.
Yeah, me too.
And should.
Fingers crossed.
Although, shout out to Manjitu and Everything Is Peaceful Love as well. Great songs.
I just love Everything Is Peaceful Love.
Okay, best alternative music album. Sable Fable by Bon Iver. Songs of a Lost World by The Cure. Don't Tap the Glass, Tyler, the Creator. His other album that came out in this Grammy cycle. Moisturizer by Wet Leg. And Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. We had 3 of these albums between our 2 top 10 lists of the year. So this is a good category.
It's a good category. Really, really good category. I was surfing Gold Derby, and I think I saw one person that did not predict Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party.
It's almost certainly going to win this.
It's almost certainly going to win this. Yeah, I think this is her easiest route to a Grammy on Sunday.
This is the opposite of the Mertazepine Award. This is like the one I think is most likely that she wins.
Yep. Agreed.
So I would say most likely this one, second most likely Parachute, third most likely rock song, final most likely rock performance.
I agree. I will say I saw some people talking about The Cure. I mean,
that would be a very
about The Cure all year, but some people did say they thought The Cure might do it, and very few people said Sable Fable. So I think it's very clearly Hayley here.
Yep. So the only other ones we predicted were songwriter and producer of the year. And then I picked 2 random categories: musical theater album and album cover.
Yes.
So which one do you want to do first here?
Let's do producer of the year non-classical.
Okay. I'm finding the nominees. Do you want to list them? Do you have it?
Yes, they are Dan Auerbach, Circuit, Dijon, Blake Mills, and Soundwave. And the website does tell you what they produced. I did not write those down. I wrote it down for songwriter of the year, but I didn't for producer of the year.
So I'll just briefly go through a couple of these. So Dan Auerbach, he produced Hermanos Gutierrez featuring Leon Bridges, Elegantly Wasted. He produced albums by Moonrisers, Robert Finley, Miles Kane, Early James, The Velveteers, The Black Keys, and Jeremy Albino. Circuit produced Abracadabra by Lady Gaga. Also produced Apate, and Disease, and It Girl by Jade, as well as A Little More by Ed Sheeran, Mayhem by Lady Gaga, the entire album, and Red Terror by The Weeknd, among others. Dijon produced the Justin Bieber album and his own album as well, Baby. And then Blake Mills produced songs by Japanese Breakfast, Lucy Dacus, Perfume Genius, and Pino Palladino, and Blake Mills. And then Soundwave's only producing credit from this past year was GNX.
Yep. I should win Circuit, because what a year.
Yeah, that is a crazy group of nominees.
Will win. I just think Dijon is having a big moment right now.
I think Dijon wins.
I think so too. I just think he is in everyone's mouth. Everyone is saying Dijon. Dijon. And I agree. It would be weird to not give it to him this year.
Plus, I would really like it if Mustard wins that award last year and then Dijon wins it this year. It's just, it's funny. You know, we like that.
That is really funny. That is really funny.
Yeah, Dijon actually has a cameo in one battle after another, the presumed Best Picture winner. So he's having quite the year.
I do want to shout out Soundwave for his contributions to Lavender Haze by Taylor Swift. Thank you for that masterpiece.
Oh,
that's
did
all
he?
I will say.
Good
he
boy.
did. And Zoe Kravitz, weirdly.
Wait, Zoe Kravitz worked on that song?
Mm-hmm.
She just one of those like weird art fairies.
She just like pops up. She pops.
Have you seen this?
She's
studio?
Summoned and pops up where she. No.
She plays herself on a couple episodes of the studio and is like, I was crying laughing. She is
really?
incredible. Yeah, just an incredible person.
I wouldn't picture her as a comedian, like a comedic actress.
She was killing me. That show was amazing, by the way.
Cool.
Apple TV, what a great year. Songwriter of the year, non-classical. We have Amy Allen, who worked on Apate. Bad as the Rest by Jesse Merv. Hail Mary by Shabuzi featuring Sierra Farrell. Handlebars by Jenny featuring Dua Lipa. Just Keep Watching by Tate McRae. Lost in Translation, Karen Leone and Casey Musgraves. Manchild and Tears, both by Sabrina Carpenter. And Why by John Bellin featuring Luke Combs. Edgar Barrera worked on Birthday Behavior by BIA and Young Miko or Maiko. I'm not quite sure. Coleccionado Heridas by Carol G. Ese Vato No Te Queda by Karen Leon. Mejalo, Fuerza Regida. There's a lot of Spanish language songs.
Wow, kudos to you. I kind of abbreviated all these if you want me to just take this this part.
Yeah, you go for it.
All of the things they produced. I wrote down Amy Allen, Apata, Jenny, Tate McRae, Sabrina. Okay. Edgar Barrera. I wrote down Carol G, Shakira, a lot of Latin stuff.
Yep.
Jesse Joe Dillon. Oh, Jesse Joe Dillon is the next one. I wrote country stuff, including Wallen and Ballerini.
Yep.
Tobias Jesso Jr. Worked with Dijon, Bieber, Miley, Olivia Dean, and Haim.
Damn.
And Laura Veltz seemingly only worked with Jesse Murph. So
great.
That and Jesse Murph is
Lovato.
Like, oh yes, she
and
did
Maren
do
Morris.
one song. Okay. I think my like most impressive catalog here is Tobias Jesso Jr., who is just like an industry staple. Like he's been doing this a long time. And the stuff he did this year, like he did Golden Burning Sun by Miley. That's enough for me. Incredible song. But I think this should and will go to Amy Allen. I cannot picture her not winning this.
I do too. And she won last year, so it's a bit weird, but
she's just like the pop songwriter right now.
I agree. Yeah, she feels like the new Julia Michaels in many ways, but honestly, a little bit more like even more mainstream.
Yeah.
Like she can just write a hook like crazy. So
like crazy. It's like Esther Dean back in like the early 2010s. Esther Dean was that. Bonnie McKee, who worked with Katy Perry. It's like, that's like the lineage of like pop songwriters, and she's definitely the one right now.
Yeah. And so like if Antonoff can win Producer of the Year a couple times in a row, she can win this a couple times in a row.
I agree.
For musical theater album, what did you predict?
I predicted maybe Happy Ending just because it won the Tony.
Okay.
I think that'll win it. I would love to see Death Becomes Her though. That score is amazing.
So I went with Buena Vista Social Club actually.
Okay.
I've heard from numerous people that show was absolutely phenomenal, and it's very music centric. It's like a Latin, like Cuban big band type of
Oh, cool.
presentation where the whole band is on stage. So I think that will do well with Academy voters.
I can see that.
And I've just heard the show is phenomenal as well. So
that's
my pick there. And then album cover I picked as well. What did you go with?
I went with DTMF, even though that wouldn't be my pick.
What is your pick, actually?
Glory by Perfume Genius. I think that album cover is stunning. I think it's just a breathtaking photograph.
My guess is Chromacopia.
Okay.
My favorite is The Crux.
So. I knew you were going to say that.
Well,
yeah. I think probably Chromacopia and DTMF have the biggest chances here just because they're also nominated for
Album of the Year noms.
Yeah. So that's what I went with, but that Glory picture just like stays in my head. I wish I liked that album better because I just think the cover is so beautiful.
All right. Let's talk about a few things you would love to see at the Grammys.
Well, one of them is the Best New Artist montage, which we're getting. So thrilled for that. What else would I like to see?
Gaga has not been announced as a performer yet, right?
No, very few people have been announced as performers.
I'm going to need Gaga to bring the house down. So
yes, me too. I need, and she's got, it's not like she's not ready. I mean, she's been on the Mayhem Ball for ever. So she could easily bring that set to the stage and just do that. I'd be thrilled. Who else would I like to see of these people? I'd love to see Kendrick. I would love to see Bad Bunny. Let's see. Sabrina is performing, so I'm assuming she'll do some sort of a medley from Man's Best Friend. We'll see.
I would guess that as well.
I would love to not see Apata, but I do think we will get it.
We will get it. We will get it.
And I wonder if Bruno will also do some of I Just Might.
I think that's likely.
In conjunction with that. I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
He's got to advertise. You know, he's in a lot of debt, allegedly.
Yep.
Allegedly. I want to just say it many times. Not going to see.
And I would love to see the Golden Girls. The Golden Girls.
Well, you know, they're going to do not a different song from that movie. So it's going to be golden for the 800th.
It will be golden.
I don't get tired of it, but I just want to echo the internet feeling like, you know, there are many great songs from K-pop Demon Hunters and the only one that ever gets performed is Golden, which is fine.
Yep.
But, you know.
Very nice.
Okay, so that was it. That was the Grammys. This has been The Daily Record Spin. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us on social media on Instagram at The Daily Record Spin _podcast, on TikTok at The Daily Record Spin, or email us at thedailyrecordspin@gmail.com. You can also comment on Spotify, where you can also watch this podcast, or like and subscribe on YouTube. And we'll see you next time.